there'll be a question on the final that has a bunch of chords on fretboards, and you'll have to identify the chords. These ones are sort of hand-picked to represent the kind of things that might be on there. For instance, here's one that you should just know after having played it for all term. You should be able to go, oh, that's an A major chord right there, and you'll pick it from a list, okay? Here's one that's in the second half of the term that we did, and it's a B7 chord. That's the one that you're doing for Can't Help Falling in Love with You. This one represents a shifting chord. Remember, it's got a shifting chord, I guess a movable chord. This is the one you guys are working on right now, and that's B flat 7 right there, or sorry, B flat major, right? Movable chord, right? And then this one here, you might not know. I mean, I think we've mentioned it. However, we haven't used it in a song, haven't really tested you hard on it or anything like this. And you may have to use your knowledge of fretboards. In fact, you can do that for everything here, but your knowledge of naming notes and fretboards to figure out what it is. For instance, let's say you just don't know what this is. Well, you do know that that's a C, right? And you do know that that's a G, right? And you do know that this is also a G. Now this could be a, so this is C right here, C sharp, D, D sharp, right? Or it could also be E flat because that's the same note. So you're gonna have to figure out, well, is it a G chord? GBD, doesn't work. Is it a D chord? DFA, doesn't work. Is it an E chord? EGB, kinda, but not quite. Is it a C chord? CDG doesn't work, but CEG does, right? So you have to be flexible this way. In other words, you could go like C, D sharp, G, C, that doesn't work, but C, E flat, G does. And now your knowledge of the fretboard has helped you figure out that this is C, E flat, G, which is C minor, okay? Now, I just want to let you know that there's like going to be a dozen of these things on there. So even if you did well today with this, you should go over all your chords. Otherwise, you'll spend a lot of time trying to figure out what they are, okay? Certainly, your movable shapes will be on there. Chords that we did from the second half of the term, chords that we did in the first half of the term, and then maybe some chords that we've touched on, or maybe you haven't even seen that you'll have to figure out from that as well, okay? All right.